Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday as we used to call it, March 29th. The craziest thing, and I thought about this the other day and I meant to look it up, but I think this is probably right around the fourth anniversary of our first live stream.
I don't. Oh yeah, it probably is. When we were so scared, and we were like, we don't know what's happening.
So, did you figure out a giveaway?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Did you not hear me?
I didn't hear you, but that's okay.
Hi.
So, let me post this to Facebook. Let's go. Shareable link.
Patrick was okay. So Patrick, number one, I don't know if anyone has ever played that game Balderdash. Patrick loves it. I don't like that game because I'm horrible at it. And anyways, he was making.
Balderdash is a good word.
You know what it is? You have to be good at BSing. And guess who's good at that? And this one's not good at that. So, but you make up a word with a definition.
No, they give you a word and you make up the definition.
Really?
And then you figure out which definition.
Oh yes,
is
and then
real.
the group has
real.
to guess which definition is real. But he's good at making that stuff up. So yesterday in the store, he was.
This has nothing to do with Balderdash.
It has to do with denuding.
Right.
And then this morning he was making up. This morning.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're talking
This
about
morning he was making up. We were up early because the dog's at like 6:15. Was it like 6
It was
and
like
6:15?
Six.
All
Yeah.
of a sudden you feel like a torpedo, and then with a tongue, and then it's like forcing you. It's tongue in your mouth, and that's Poppy. That's how we wake
And
up.
you're like, and that's Patrick.
No, it's
You feel a torpedo, and then all of a sudden the tongue's in your mouth.
no.
Yeah, and that's Patrick.
Oh my goodness. We got to censor this one. Do we have to censor this? It's Poppy. What my whole thing, I'm like blushing. It's Poppy. Because
She's telling you it's time to get up and get going in the morning.
and it's like, and then she's like attacking the next person. This is how so when we went to Sedona, I was like, we could bring the dogs, and Patrick's like, no. He's like, I just want to sleep in.
This guy for 7 months was up every day at 6 o'clock. This one was allowed to do whatever the heck she wanted until like 8:30 or 9.
Yeah, so that's another thing. A girl gets used to being taken care of. And now that I'm feeling better, he wants me to resume some activities like doing some dishes and getting up with. I got used to doing nothing but healing.
It's only right.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed doing nothing.
I put in my time so
I-
I can go ride with Aaron in Italy.
I felt I'd had truly a manservant that did everything for me.
No, it wasn't you felt. You had a man.
I had a manservant.
who worked pretty dang hard to
He
make
did.
sure you were.
He did. He worked
Very
really
comfortable.
hard, and I so appreciate it. And but you know, a girl gets used to being waited on hand and foot, and then you take it away.
I tried to wean her. Maybe a little too quickly. I don't know.
He still bring me coffee in bed.
I still do a lot.
Yeah.
And I still get up with the dogs about 80% of the time.
Yeah, he still does.
So
He still
it's
does.
Like, you know why? Because her version of getting up is, okay, I'll get up with the dogs. And then like 15 minutes later, the dog, like she's describing, is like machine gun kisses and walking all over you and going, and like the whole time I'm like, are you gonna get up? And she's like, don't worry, I'm gonna get up.
You know,
Like when I get up in the morning, I just get up. I'm like, the dogs are up. I'm gonna get the dogs out of here before they wake Jeannie up. By the time she gets up, I might as well get up by myself anyway.
This is the issue. I hate being cold. Like, I hate it. So the idea of throwing off the covers, I hate being.
She doesn't like mornings either.
I don't like.
She's not a morning person.
I like slowly getting up. He's okay with just hopping up out of bed. I don't know if you guys are in, your spouse or your partner is like this, but if it's the weekend, literally, I'll spend an hour getting up slowly, like to where
I have
can
stuff to do. I'm like, I'm
I
gonna get
have
up.
stuff
I'm
to
gonna walk
do
the dogs.
too.
I'm gonna go
climb a mountain and ski down it.
ski down it. And
I
then
don't
go
want
to
to do
the
that.
gym and then
I want to slowly, and then even after an hour, I don't want to get out of the covers. I don't want to get out of the covers. And I don't like the heat either. I don't like any.
the heat turns on at 6. We're cold sleepers. Like the house goes down
house
to
is
58.
cold.
The house goes down to 58 at night, and then the heat turns on at 6. I don't mind the cold that bad. It wakes me up. It's bracing.
I did get up. I got up with the kids, right?
I got
must
up
have.
with the kids. So did you. Like both of us got up with the kids.
Yeah.
There were 2 of them.
I don't know what it is. And the older I get, the more I'm like, oh my God, it's cold. I don't want to get
And
out
then
of
she's
bed.
like, it's too hot. I don't want to
But
move.
Patrick-
You know what it is? She just doesn't want to move. She's like, it's too hot.
I don't like
wanna move.
moving.
It's too cold. I don't want to move.
I like to ball up. I'm like what are those? I'm like an armadillo or a hedgehog. I like to just ball up and like, if it's
Is that
too,
your new spirit animal? It's moved from sloth to...
it's a combination. If it was like Avatar and there was a sloth hedgehog, that would be me.
The hedge sloth?
Yeah. I just like to, and I don't like to move, and I don't even want to reach for something when I'm cold. I just want to like keep all my body heat right here in my core. Anyhow,
So,
okay.
in any case, we were making up words this morning. And
Patrick was
funny.
making up words, and we were laughing so hard. We laugh so hard all the time. We have so along. I did get up with the kids, and I don't even know, but that's 20 years ago. I'm 20 years older and
getting
20
up
years
with the
more
kids
tired.
was like my son would show up in the room. These are the kind of things like the kids later in life, if their kids find like these videos, they're gonna be like, Dad, did you really do this?
He was so cute.
Kai would come in the room
You
at
would
like
feel-
5, and he would like, you just feel these eyes staring at you. And then Jeannie would get up and
He'd
he'd
come
be
to my side of the
standing
bed.
on Jeannie's side of the bed. And then Jeannie would just
No. Oh yeah,
Jeannie would just open the covers, and then he would like crawl into bed and like snuggle up and go right to sleep.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
mouthfuls of his blanket and then right back to sleep.
Yeah, and he's a superhero kid, so you never knew. Like I'd be sleeping, and then I could feel him watching me, so I'd open my eyes, and there was Wolverine. He'd be standing there like fully dressed with the Wolverine claws on and the whole head mask. Wolverine.
And his blanket.
And his blanket stuffed in his mouth. And then the next day, you'd open your eyes, and there'd be Superman. Superman would be right there.
What is this for Superman?
I don't know. With the full muscle suit, like a 2-year-old, like with the full muscle suit. That was funny, huh?
But then he'd sleep until like 6:30.
No,
Or he'd
I'd
just
get up
lay
with
there.
him. He was a morning kid, so 5:30, and he'd be ready to go.
He's more my kid.
Yeah.
Not anymore. That kid sleeps all day.
He does love to sleep. I don't know if any of you had superhero kids, but he was a superhero kid, and Violet was a princess. girl, and she and I would battle because you know when you have like little kids and you buy them all these cute outfits and they outgrow them like so fast, we would battle because I'd be like, "You're gonna wear this today," and she's like, "I am gonna wear this to even." Just the princess outfit. We had the 3-pack chest that we bought from Costco, and her favorite was the lavender princess outfit, and it's dirty, and she still
It was like frayed.
but that's
Hey.
all she wanted to wear was that princess outfit, and I'm like, but mommy has this really cute outfit, and you're gonna outgrow it. You're gonna wear this, and at one point I was like, why am I
Why are we
battling a 2-year? Why am I battling this 2-year-old?
That is not the hill to die on.
Wear whatever you want. That's how it became. Wear whatever you want.
We were having a conversation last night about the practice of only worrying about those things that are in your immediate control.
Yeah. Patrick's good at that. I worry about everything. I'm getting better at it. At 53, I feel like I'm getting better at it.
You are a little better.
I'm a little better at it, right? Here we go. So, I don't think we really have anything important to talk to you about. I know that.
What you wanted to talk about some kind of kit or something. Was it quilting through the seasons?
No, we just no, I did not. We'll be shipping this weekend and the very beginning of next week. Some more quilting through the seasons. We talked about that yesterday, and I am planning on stitching that because that's the only way that I'm going to stay on task is I need to set up a time. And there'll be live feeds. I think I'm going to...
Kind of similar to what we're doing right now. Once again, and I know I keep saying this, but if you joined us from Facebook, and you followed the link on Facebook, do yourself a favor. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube because you're watching on YouTube. That's going to help YouTube show you more stuff like this. I actually, this morning, I went down and did my PT for my back.
He's so good. He does everything he's supposed to do. Do you have friends like that?
And then I watched YouTube while I was doing that, and I walked upstairs and I literally said to Jeannie, like, my YouTube algorithm is so good.
Like showing you what you want?
Yeah, I mean, what was really weird was the Karen videos. Like there was we had these like bad customer videos that were on. That was like one day, and then they went away. Like sometimes the algorithm gets a little weird. And then, but like, you know, I go downstairs and it's all like exercise physiology and adventure sports.
I said to Patrick, I go, okay, what's on your phone? I was like, this is what's on my phone. And my phone is all animal videos. I like the ones where they save an animal. Like,
and I'm like, you realize they abused that animal before they saved it.
No, I like it because it's a happy story about an animal finding love.
It's always like.
Anyhow, I like those, and then I have lots of cooking videos, some travel videos, food videos, and then crafting videos and do-it-yourself videos. That's usually what's on some mom videos, momming hard. And there's some dance videos because I dream about being able to dance, and I'm a horrible dancer.
She's talking about like dancing like Rerun.
Yeah, I want to dance like that. Can you picture that? I want to dance like that. So I save these videos because Kai's a really good dancer. I'm like, Kai, teach mommy how to dance. And like, he's always
2 seconds later,
he's just shaking his head. Yeah, Kai's a really good dancer. And then he just shakes it. I'm like, mommy's going to learn how to do that. And like, I just can't do it. But I save the videos because I want to learn. In my next life after this, you're just going to see me like solid gold. I want to be on solid gold.
So,
It has nothing to do
with sewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, but the whole point of liking the video
is
that's going to get you more videos like this, whether it be our content or other content. Hit the bell icon. I'll point it out once again. We haven't had a single problem since we stopped multicasting to Facebook.
Yes.
And so that's kind of the challenge, and it's been an ongoing challenge since we've been doing the live stream for 4 years now. 5 years. It's been 5 years actually, and so it is. It is really. It's beneficial to us if you just watch on YouTube because the video quality is higher. There are less issues, and it's less stressful for us to have to manage that. In another week or so, I'll try again. But what happens is the security algorithms change at Facebook, and then our multicasting platform has to make those changes. So at some point, once I've seen 1 or 2 updates on Streamlabs, which is the platform that we use, we'll start multicasting back to Facebook again. But that is, basically what's going on.
Okay, so we are back here today. This is like the room that we do like our classes from and are filming from because Karen's going to be here today. So we wanted to have everything all set up for her, and she is going to be doing the sew along. I know we've been mentioning this all week, but she is going to be doing this Happy Easter sew along, and I'll put the other dates because Karen and I put them up on the calendar, so I have all the other dates for all the sew alongs. She's going to be doing each one of these, and she'll do it probably a month before that holiday, so you'll have time to display it. So that's why we are back here in the filming room.
It's just going to be easier for us to set it up.
Yeah. And somebody else had a question.
So they're asking what
sew
camera
along
arm you use too.
The sew along is going to happen at 10:30, and I think she said it's going to be 2 to 2.5 hours.
And it's going to be just like this. So like normally the next question is how do we find it? It's going to be just like this. It's just like the live stream.
So as far as the camera arm I use, this is the camera arm right here. And it's made by Heron. Heron.
Heron? Like the bird? Like the bird leg? This is why Jeannie's not good at balderdash.
Yes, English is my second language. And
it's not.
Yeah, Heron, like a heron.
Like a bird.
Yes. And it's the 5-foot articulating arm. So, and I get them on Amazon, but
they do wear out. Like I am certain that the Altus arms are probably better.
Why don't you get me one?
You've always been responsible for buying your own arms, and I.
Why wouldn't you get if you know I didn't even know about that? And why wouldn't you?
I think they're like $500.
Am I not worth it?
No, I'm not saying you're not worth it.
Do you know I struggle? Like part of this is because I struggle tightening it, and you want me to struggle?
Nobody's ever had this. You've never even asked me about it. I'll look at the Altus arms today, dear.
I can't believe you've known about something better and you wouldn't share it with me. And then you're just like, throw it out there. Because he cares about you ladies. And so he wants you to know. Okay, I'm getting mad right now. And like when the camera goes off, you don't even want to know. Not during the live feed. Okay, so we don't have a lot to talk about. I know that there is. Do you know I'm injured because I've been like trying to deal with that screw on there, and I told you that, and then you wouldn't think, oh, I know something better that might be better for you.
I don't know if it's better. I don't know if it's better. I just feel like these things wear out pretty quickly.
I don't think they wear out, but like the ball at this point. Anyways, okay. You don't have to see the fight that's...
Are you hungry?
Did you hear that? That was my stomach. Because I am so hungry. But because I wanted to make a bagel and Patrick said we didn't have time. And we went to the grocery store and I bought 5 tomatoes, and those 5 tomatoes, and they weren't even big ones, cost me $7. I looked at my receipt and I was like, I bought 3 things and I was like, and then I looked and I was like, $7 for tomatoes. I was like, we're not wasting a single tomato. You know how sometimes you might not get to it. I was like, I paid $7 for these. We're gonna eat every single one.
Cheese?
Yeah, we have cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
And
she was worried whether we had lemon pepper.
I did because I like it with my lemon pepper. So, yeah, Krista, you made it just in time for the fireworks, for the slap down. And I can
Smackdown?
I tell you who's going to win right now. I'm going to be on him like
I'll be like,
spy.
she always. She'll be like,
Now I'm getting even madder more mad because he's making fun of me for being short. That I can't reach him. Number one, he's implying that I'm short, I can't reach him, and I can't fight.
oh, no, I was just saying you're slow and you're short. Those are the only two things.
And I can't fight. I can't fight either. And I'm saying that. But, okay. Oh my goodness.
We've had a lot of fun the last 2 days. See, I know how happy she is because she's smiling. That means it brings her joy.
Okay, so we do have a question for you.
Wait, are we talking giveaway right now?
Yeah, so we thought the giveaway, and somebody suggested this in one of the live feeds, classes. So I thought we'd do a giveaway next week, and we'd give away 2 classes. You can go ahead and choose which class you want to attend.
Is there a dollar value for those classes? It can't be like software.
Oh, well, okay. So Michelle works as a contractor on Mondays, where that's her thing. So the classes that we're giving away are going to be from A1. And so it doesn't include Michelle's curated classes, and it doesn't include her software class. So, but we'll give away a class here at the store. It also doesn't count a Kimberbell event with a kit. So it's just going to be for the actual class. So we'll give away 2 classes, and we'll do that next week, and you guys can just choose whichever class that you want. Just keep in mind, it's not Michelle's curated classes or Kimberbell events. Although
they can hear every word you're saying, I'm sure, and so
I'm not opposed to giving away a Kimberbell one-day event or a Spark event. So if you want to save it for one of those, I'll give one of those away too. Right?
sure.
Yeah. Which you're like, oh, I'm going to save it for that. Or you might you might not be a Kimberbell person, so you want to just do a store class that we're going to be doing. Have you ever made... I have not, Cindy, ever made an orange pop ruler bag, but that's a great suggestion. I've seen some other people that have done that, so maybe we'll add that to the queue of things to make.
She's going to toss the chancla.
What does that mean?
You're going to throw a flip-flop at me?
A chanka?
Chancla.
What's a chancla? Is that...
Flip-flop.
Who calls that a chancla? Is that common known stuff I don't know?
I don't know if that's like, is it Spanish?
I'm going to toss one at him.
Spanish.
But you know what will happen if I do? He'll just dodge it, and I'll miss him anyways. So, did we answer everything? We need a question.
Did we talk about everything we needed to talk about?
We really had nothing to talk about today,
We
except...
talked about a bunch of stuff at home that we were going to talk about, and then I think we promptly forgot all of it.
Lynn, I had to ask, you know what's so funny that you say that, Lynn, is when I do the classes, like the online classes, everyone looks tall to me. I think everyone is tall. So I've always thought that you were tall. And I remember meeting Raven for the first time, and I'd met her during the pandemic, and I'd only met her during classes. I thought she was going to be super tall. When she came in, she was like a little bit taller than me. Everyone is tall to me in the live feed. You're all Raven dressed, and what's that line about how they're statuesque? You're all statuesque to me. Raven dress and statuesque. It's from the Grateful Dead. So when you say that you had somebody, I had to have somebody at the grocery store get me Lipton onion soup mix the other day because it was
Really? Because you couldn't.
it
reach
was on the top
shelf?
shelf, and the
Like,
other ones
kinda
were right
back?
at the edge, and it was like pushed back, so I had to have some.
Your
I
like
will,
range of motion has been somewhat
look.
affected, though.
I was gonna try and climb, because I'm not opposed to climbing the shelves at the grocery store. But it was there was too much stuff on the bottom shelves. I would have had to have kicked it in. So we do have a question for you. Was there anything else? I'm just trying to make sure that I answered everything. What time is the Easter pillow today? It's going to be at 10:30 our time, so it's going to start in like half an hour, like 40 minutes. And the question is, we're wondering how do you achieve your perfect quarter inch? Are you a tape person? Do you like a regular foot without a flange? Do you like a flange? Do you use your dual feed? Do you use a I am a dual feed quarter inch with a flange because I like something physical that I can run my fabric next to. Unless I'm on top of the fabric. I like to use your guideline marker on your machine. Because you could just use that. Sometimes I'll use that when I am on top of the fabric. And then on my PQ 1500, I use the little ruler. There's that little ruler that you put your needle down to do the quarter inch. And then I use a magnet because I need something. I'm not good if it's just me because I have to concentrate too hard. So how do you achieve your perfect quarter inch? I want to know.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I do also.
Because
I do
all of my quarter inches
How?
with a quarter inch foot with a flange.
How about if you're on the fabric?
Then I use a quilt bar. I use a quilt bar.
He uses a quilt. You know what I think is so cute when Patrick knows terminology like that? Because, can you imagine that 20 years ago? He was probably, every once in a while, somebody will come in the store, they'll be like, do you have string? Do you have string? And they're talking about thread. Do you have string for the sewing machine? That's what Patrick would have said.
I would have said thread.
Yeah, but some people come in, and it's very, please, I don't want to offend anyone. But
everybody's like, I say string.
Yeah,
She's talking about me.
No. So I used to use the same string.
Okay, did you describe how the giveaway works?
No, I did not.
All right, so do you want to do that?
Heather was you describe it. You describe
how to do the. All right, so when we do these giveaways, we give you the weekend to answer the question. The questions need to be answered in the comments, which occur below. And they only appear once the live stream ends. The other thing about the live stream is sometimes it takes a little while. Like when we end the live stream just isn't there. Like sometimes it takes a little while for the video to render and reappear. But you'll have all weekend. So before Tuesday, you'll comment below. Now what's happening on this side of the screen is the chat. You don't want to answer in chat. And Heather's correct about that. So, and you'll have until Tuesday to do that. Are we doing one winner or two?
We're doing two winners, and we're
one
doing
class apiece.
Yeah, we're only giving, if you want a Kimberbell event, we're only giving away one of those and then a store. 2 stores, or one Kimberbell and 1 store. Does that make sense? And you do have to, if there's a kit, you do have to pay for shipping for the kit.
What that means is if you're the first person, you could choose an event. That's the grand prize.
Yes, you can choose an event.
The runner-up prize is only an in-store class. That's just, it's too hard to keep those
And I
rules.
think there's a new Christmas event coming up. But we're doing one, and it's a 1-day event. 1 day or Spark.
So,
that's it.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So have a great weekend. Be creative and make something awesome. My cousin is here. My cousin's coming. And so I don't know how much
we thought she was
sewing
coming yesterday. Tomorrow. And then
she's like, we'll be there today. And I was like, I didn't clean the house. We haven't changed the sheets yet. I haven't cleaned the house.
No, the sheets, all that stuff is done. all that stuff is done.
I love that.
The
You did that? Yay.
we need to take the covers off the heater vents
Yes.
in that room.
So yeah, I don't know if I'll get much stitching done, but as soon as she leaves, I'll be back at it again.
And so Ginny does have an appointment this afternoon at 4:15
Oh.
that we're trying to move earlier so that she can go hang out with her cousin. So Ginny may not be here the back half of the afternoon. You know, I'll be here all day until 5, but I'll be leaving right at 5. Have a great Easter.
Yeah, have a wonderful
weekend.
Easter. Hopefully you'll be spending it with family. We'll be with family.
Yep.
Hopefully you'll be spending with family, maybe Easter hunting, doing all that fun stuff.
And then is there anything that we need to talk about regarding next week? Like next week's kind of a normal week.
Yeah, we'll just be right back at him. And so
I've had a list of like people to call, and yesterday I got through like 80% of it. So
I got through most of my list. And if you didn't get a response this morning, that was like 3-4 days ago. Send me another email if there's something that you're waiting to hear from. If ever you send an email and you don't hear back, we're pretty good about getting back, and we would never just ignore you. So send us another email. We would hate for you to ever think that we forgot or we were just ignoring you. We wouldn't do that. So if you have a question for me, just email me again. And yeah, we'll see.
And then remember to answer that question after the live feed in the comments below.
And subscribe and like. I was looking at one of the videos, and it had like 300 views and like 10 likes. So if you like something that you see, and I'm gonna, it's a habit for me. You gotta like it. I watch so many videos and I never like them because I just didn't.
The question is, how do you achieve your 1/4 inch seams?
Your perfect 1/4 inch. All right.
Remember, I use a foot with a flange or a quilt bar. Given more time to prepare, I would have totally sold that.